And guys, I don't have teams. I don't have allegiances. I don't have buddies. I don't have friends. When I come and sit in this chair, I will tell you what I saw, or I will tell you what I believe. And that statement's fair and well, but it's not an absolute. I try for it to be an absolute, but it's not. Look, I don't know Pitbull, but I've known Pitbull for over 10 years. I don't know Pitbull, but I know Pitbull's coach, Eric, for over 20 years. I don't know Pitbull, who came from Bellator. I finished the last 5 matches of my career in Bellator with Pitbull. And even though I did it in reverse, I did it the way that every fighter would dream to do it, which is stop off in the UFC, get that experience, get that cred, get those right time, get that moments, and then do whatever else you'd like to do with your time. But when you do it in reverse like Pitbull, the reason that's not the ideal way, UFC a second. You're a little bit older. Some of your best fights could be behind you. You never know. You never know when you threw that last punch. You never know when you had that final walk, that right walk, the final training camp, the right training camps. You never know. So you want to try to get over to the UFC as soon as possible. And there is no truth. And there's no truth to the point that there's now nobody even trying to claim it. But there used to be people that would say, I don't care if I fight in the UFC, I fight martial arts, and wherever they're paying me, wherever the check's at, if it takes me to the UFC. Nobody has ever meant those words. They are not true. And it's not your choice, and it's not something special to those 3 little letters. It's you, the fans, and your acceptance, and your belief in what it is you're seeing, and your respect of the competition that takes place exclusively in the octagon. So, I bring you all of this because I know what Pitbull is up against, and please, and I think you will unanimously agree with me, there has been nobody to come to the octagon not named Justin Gaethje and get it right on day 1. Now, I'm aware you could bring me some people who debuted with a victory. When I say get it right, I'm talking about performing equal to, putting on an equal to performance, equal to the performance or performances that got you recognized and given this opportunity in the first place, or fighting outside of your gloves. Justin Gaethje, when he took on Michael, he fought above his own abilities. Believe it or not, Justin Gaethje cannot just come in and whip Michael's ass. Michael can defend himself every single time. But that night was a different Justin Gaethje. It's just the truth. And I got to go back to that example because Pitbull did not fight poorly. Pitbull fought really well. Pitbull did not look too old, which is always a question when you're 37 plus. It's always a question, are you slow when the lights get that bright? Meaning your first time in the octagon. None of those things happened to Pitbull. He went out there and fought just fine. The truth of the story is Yair Rodriguez is a rope-a-doping mother. He is. Yair Rodriguez will start to rope-a-dope you day 1 in the media. The only time the real Yair Rodriguez has ever showed up is the one that stood up and considered momentarily attacking Diego Lopez. That's the real Yair Rodriguez. But he's so clever and he is so tactical with his approach, which is that of a guy to remain unnoticed, that we did. We quit noticing. Therefore, when he comes out and overperforms Pitbull, you could come to the conclusion of, well, Pitbull wasn't ready, or Pitbull shouldn't have been here, Pitbull underperformed. No, he didn't. He really didn't. Pitbull looked really good. over the most confusing puzzle that a 145-pound has. The game of mixed martial arts, the way Yair Rodriguez plays it, is unlike anybody you could ever spar with, anybody that you've ever competed with. It's very unique. When I was competing, we had a guy called Lyoto Machida, but you got one crack at him. No one in training camp could be brought in. There was no one out there that did Machida except for Machida. So you're going to go get in shape and jump your little rope, hit your little mitts, and sit down with your corner. You get one crack, and it's in front of the world to figure out a very complicated riddle. And Yair Rodriguez, you better bet your ass is all of those things. This was not a commentary on Pitbull, and I really do want to correct that. I can't wait till Pitbull comes back. I can't wait to see who Pitbull's got next. I can't wait till Pitbull takes an interview and does the whole Pitbull thing. He absolutely belongs. Does he belong in a world title fight? Does he belong in the conversation of world title fight? Is he a top 2 or 3 45-pounder on day one? No, it turned out that he wasn't. He looked a little closer to 5. He didn't look any lower than 7. If I told you that you were going to get Diego Lopez versus Pitbull right now, you'd go, wow. But if I go, yeah, but my partners at DraftKings have set a line, you'd quiet everybody in the room, go, shh, Chael, what's the line? Like Pitbull can't go with those guys. That performance was not bad. There is a stone cold gangster that keeps his mouth shut, so nobody notices or over notices him, and his name is Yair Rodriguez, and he's doing it by strategy. He looked great. There was nothing about Pitbull that looked unprepared.